iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
I'm excited for people to get to see the show. You know, it's a small theater at the public, so I'm excited for a lot more people to get a chance to experience it.
I feel great. I feel really excited. This community that we have built around this show is fantastic. The work is hard, but the work is rewarding. And every day it just feels like I'm coming and hanging out with my friends and making a thing. Who gets to say that?
I mean, it feels amazing. All aspects of it. To have movement on the dancers of singers, to have movement on the bodies of dancers and actors. It's wonderful.
Oh, it's been dope. Yeah. So I've been a part of the project like in workshops since I think 2018. It's been a long time. It's been a while. And so when Malia joined us, Allie, it was like Malia and I are very alike. Like we're really good friends, but we're very like alike in the way we like to do things, I guess, and the language we like to talk. Our birthdays are like super close. I think we're both Virgos. So it was nothing. Like day one, we were like, oh yeah, you cold. Oh yeah, you cold. So we would just play. You know what I mean? We and I think we have one of the most interesting relationships in the show as far as our characters go. I think we do a really good job.
I play Jersey. I am Allie's mom, so I'm loosely based on Alicia Keys' real mother, Terry, Mama Keys. I mean, I fit in. I guess, Michael just said it to me for the first time today. He was like, I hate to say it, but you are our antagonist. You are the one who sets everything into motion simply because of my desire to protect my daughter and control her life. Because I'm raising her in the middle of New York City in the 80s and 90s.
I play Miss Liza Jane, and I play Allie's piano teacher. Our protagonist of the story, our 17-year-old, is experiencing several aspects of her life as a 17-year-old, and my character is the person who introduces her to what becomes her passion.
I play Davis. I am the main character, Allie's father, and I'm a musician. Which means I'm away a lot. I'm kind of her absentee father. So it's really, the story is largely a coming-of-age story about Allie and growing up in New York City with her single mother.
It's a story, obviously, about New York City. It's a story, obviously, about community, about how we become who we are based on who's around us. I also, as a parent, feel really strongly that that parent-kid relationship is fascinating. It's complicated. It can be messy. It can be explosive. And I hope that people get to think about their relationships with their parents, their parental figures, their teachers, and maybe have a little more appreciation than they started out with, the way that Allie over time, hopefully, no spoilers, hopefully comes across with a little more appreciation for the folks in her life.
I'm playing the role of Nuck. He fits into the role of Hell's Kitchen as Allie's love interest, like her first love. And he kind of walks through the city, especially in this this summer where she meets him, as a guy who's being, like, just basically being stereotyped for his, appearance, for his activities, what he likes to do. And we just find that there's much more than meets the eye. Allie finds that out, and that actually allows him to become more vulnerable with himself and with her, and give love a chance. You know what I'm saying? Give hope a chance. Give a good time a chance. So I think he's like the quintessential good guy that's seen as the bad guy, but he's such a good guy.
Well, I have had my own movement language for over 20 years, so it's about taking all of the things that I had, which is ballet, tap, modern jazz, African, hip-hop, and creating a pot, a jambalaya of sorts, and pulling out what is my voice using these. So when creating the world, it wasn't necessarily about creating a movement language because I already had that, but how is my movement language aligning with the music and the storytelling in the show? And that was where I found at times it was challenging, as it should be, because Alicia Keys' music is so iconic. So how do you give people exactly what they want, but also provide something new within the bodies?
Going into my initial meeting, I was intimidated because you're meeting someone who I have known and respected for my adult life, really. And we hit it off real fast. She is genuine. She's generous. She's a genius. Lots of GEN words there. But she's just somebody who I really enjoy being around. We get to have those hard conversations that collaborators have. It never feels rough. It never feels anything less than on purpose. And again, who gets to say that they get to go to work with Alicia Keys every day?
It's been amazing. I mean, the thing that has surprised me is how collaborative as well as open to different ideas and ways of doing her music, that she created. And I love the fact she doesn't have to be that way, but she is. And it's given us a freedom in the room to explore and play and experiment. And she's open to all of it and gives us guidance. And that's been awesome. And working with this cast has been awesome. Everybody, I just said it to someone else, everybody's on their A game. Everybody. So when you're working with, 30 plus people who are all on their A game, it pulls you up. And it's an exciting place to be.
Oh, I mean, it's dope, man. Come on, and I've gotten to now do a few concerts with her and kick it with her in her world, you know what I'm saying? And see how she puts together a show. She's just the humanity of her truly matches the brilliance. You don't always have that. She's just the best person. She's one of the best. I want to be like her in so many ways. You know what I mean? When I think about the career I want to have and how I want to go about it, how I want to treat people, how I want to take care of my team and the people, I'm leading the charge of, I look at her. I want to do stuff like her.
It's been amazing. I mean, no pressure. When I first stepped in and she walked in, my mind was blown. And to have her watch the movement that I created for her songs, I was very nervous, but very excited too. So those emotions were definitely living together. And the opportunity to work with Michael and Chris, it's just been a joy. With Adam, it's been a joy.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.